Good morning, everyone. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday, and welcome to the start of another week. I am going to give me one quick second. I'm going to jump over here so I can see all the comments. All right, good morning. This morning we're talking about self-love and how practicing self-love can actually lead you to more wealth. I was going to put this out there. This entire conversation has been inspired by the retreat that I am hosting. This weekend, we have the elites here. We rented a luxury beach house. We've got a private chef. We are doing it up wealthy. It has been incredible and amazing. I'm just going to tell you, every single woman deserves to have an experience like this. And that's all I'm going to say. So welcome. Good morning. Magical Monica says, Goddess Monica joined us yesterday. Good morning. All right. So I am distracted by all the comments. Good morning, everyone. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I want to have this conversation, and I want to say, like, women only. You know, guys, if you happen to tune in, this morning's not going to be for you. This conversation is really centered to the women in my life. And this is a conversation I wish I could have with my daughter, my mother, my grandmother, and my granddaughters to come. And so I'm just going to have it here with the women that are present and in my life in this moment. I want you to think, so the conversation is around how self-love can lead to more wealth, like the practice of self-love as the path to creating more wealth. And so I just want to jump in and say, what is your definition of wealth? Let's start with that. How do you define wealth for you? For a lot of women, the first thing that you're going to think about is money in the bank, net worth, assets, things, maybe even physical experiences, being able to travel, things that you can use the money to do. And all of that is amazing. I want to just put this out there and introduce this idea. In my definition of wealth, and I inspire you to consider this, you can't truly be wealthy without loving yourself first. I feel like if we're going to have a definition of wealth that's meant to serve all of us, because here's the thing, if you get all the money in the world and you don't love yourself, you don't love the person who you are, you're not going to find the things that bring you joy. And you're going to have all the money in the world, but it is not going to lead you to the expansive version of you, the fulfillment of your desires. It is just going to be more money, right? So I want to inspire you to start to think about, when you define wealth, include that for you, one of the things that's included in that definition is loving yourself. To me, that is one of the anchors of wealth, is knowing that I can look at myself on any day of the week and go, not only am I wealthy in material possessions, but I'm wealthy in this temple. I'm wealthy in my beingness. I'm wealthy in knowing who I am. Because for so long on this journey, I was getting all the things, but I wasn't full inside me. And so all the things on the outside were not creating the kind of wealth that I truly want to experience. And for me, wealth is in all areas of my life, right? So Suzanne says, yes, feeling fulfilled. So I want you to consider this morning a definition of wealth that will include self-love. And the other thing I want to inspire you to consider is that by practicing self-love, I'm going to give you some new ways to practice self-love, but by practicing loving yourself, this can actually lead you to attracting, manifesting, receiving lots of wealth. And why is that? When you are vibrating the energy of loving who you are, knowing fully who you are, standing for the things that you truly desire, and part of loving you, and part of loving myself is learning about Tasha. Like, it's the things that help me decide, this is somebody else's definition of wealth, but this is mine. And I love mine because I love me. And so one of the things that I know for sure is this journey of appreciating who I am is helping me to create not only wealth on my terms, but to become even more magnetic to the things that are aligned to what I consider loving me. And so part of loving me is I want to enjoy the experiences that Tasha loves. I want to achieve the goals and intentions that Tasha has. I want to, be able to give and be generous to others. That's part of who I am. And I've spent the time to really get to know me and love me enough that I know that doing that has led to magnetizing all of the things that I want in my definition of wealth, right? So I just want to inspire you to start to think about um, loving yourself as a path to wealth. It's not traditional. It's not the usual, like, okay, I'm going to do these 10 things, these 10 strategies to create wealth. I'm going to invest here and I'm going to, grow my net worth there and I'm going to pay my debt down. And it's all of that is so outside of you. But I want you to be inspired this morning that the journey to you, the journey inside of your heart, what does it say? The kingdom of heaven is within. The treasure that you seek is within. All of the wealth that you are looking to experience is already inside of you. And so the journey is to go in and to love everything that's in there. That is the true treasure. And now you will not be able to help yourself but to magnetize physical dollars and cents to you. All right. And so that's my first part of what I want to share with you. But now I want to give you something to consider. And this is a self-love practice that's not going and getting a massage, not getting your nails done, not all the things that we are used to hearing about when we hear about self-love. I want you to start to explore getting to know yourself. And one of the things, I'm going to give you 6 ways that I want you to consider doing that. Number 1, give yourself some time with you, some space away from the norm, from everybody. Give your, like so many women, we don't even know what we want. We truly don't even know our real definition of wealth because we've not spent any time with ourselves to discover it. We're so busy with everybody else. I've been serving these beautiful women, and one of the things that is a through line for all of us is how much we give to everybody else and nothing's left for us. So I want to inspire you. Part of your self-love practice, make it your commitment, is to honor yourself by giving yourself some space away from everybody else to kind of, start to ask yourself, what are the things about me that's included in my definition of wealth? Number 2, put yourself in environments that feel expansive and allows you to think. It is amazing. One of the things that I shared with the women is, if I were to ask a lot of women today, what brings you joy? It would be blank stares, right? Because we are not in environments that fill us up and cause us to feel joy. We don't even know what that looks like, feels like, sounds like. We're not experiencing it a lot. We're not giving ourselves experiences that fulfill that bucket in our lives. And so one of the things that I know is, when I'm in an expansive environment, when I give myself the space to think, to hear from God, I feel joy. I feel joy in those moments. So I'm going to inspire you. This is a part of starting to love yourself more, is to give yourself the opportunity to think for you and to hear from God, universe, source. I'm going to also inspire you to, give yourself an opportunity to meet you, to honor you, to put you first. Again, for us women, we put everybody else first. We feel guilty if we take time for ourselves. It's like, I know exactly what my kids want, what my husband wants, what my mom wants. I know what my clients want. I don't know what I want. I've not taken the time to like really honor me. And when I start thinking about what I want, the answer is to give my kids this, or to give my husband that, or to give my parents that, right? So I want you to commit to a self-love practice that includes just getting to meet yourself. That is true wealth. Who are you? What do you want? What lights you up? Uh, it's very important. This is another part, to be in high vibration with other women. Believe it or not, that is part of learning to love yourself. I am a woman. I want to be in containers with other high vibration women. One of the things that gives me on my journey to loving myself is, one, every woman in that container is a mirror of me. They give me an opportunity to grow, to see aspects of myself, shadow aspects of myself that I'm not seeing in normal environments. I just think I'm the cat's meow, you know? Put me in a room with other expansive women. I listen to them share, and I'm like, wow, that's a thing I know I have going on that I am not on my own consciously aware of, right? So we're not talking about being in environments where the conversation is low vibration, where it's complaining and bitching and moaning and just being, like, woe is me. Not that. High expansive conversations. And it might be, you know what, I'm not perfect. The conversation might be, I'm not perfect, or you know what, this is something I'm struggling with. But it's a different, higher level conversation because of the intention of it. It's women coming together to grow. And if you want to learn how to love yourself, that is something that you're going to have to make space for. Find are other women who are committed to growing. It is going to help you expand your wealth consciousness. In those conversations, hearing about other women talk about, you know, this is my wealth intention. This is how I want to grow. This is my next level. It is such a powerful access to your own wealth consciousness expanding. I love being in those environments. And that's one of the things that I'm going to inspire you to do. And then the last one is, you know, as you are on this journey of self discovery and identifying what wealth looks like for you, commit to integrating and embodying wealth. Like, one of the things that I practice in self love for myself, in my commitment to experiencing wealth, when I travel, I choose luxury. I choose to embody luxury. I look for experiences that make me feel wealthy. I choose the thing not for the price, but for the experience of wealth that it will give me. That is my way of integrating. I love myself enough, right? I love myself enough to to give myself those experiences of wealth. That is what I want. I am committed. I'm so committed to having the fullest expression of wealth for me that I want to not just talk it, not just journal it, but live it and be it. And so that's my inspiration for you this morning, for all of you. I want to leave every woman here considering, you know what? How can I give myself some time and space to find out who I am, what lights me up, what brings me joy, what is my definition of wealth, what's included? One of the things I know is this retreat this weekend is 4 days. We're together for 5 days. And I'm telling you that one of the things that brings me joy is knowing those women have committed 5 days. They've shut the world out and given themselves 5 days. That is going to set them up for the next 50 years. You want to collapse time? This is one of the activities that you have to practice doing for yourselves. Take time away for yourself. You're going to see how doing that just expands your wealth creation. It is mind blowing to me, right? So I want to inspire every woman listening. Start to consider how you're going to give yourself some time and space to connect to you, to connect to your definition of wealth, and committing to embodying and integrating in your life wealth experiences. Your kind of like homework, if you will, from today is to plan some time away. Obviously, those of you that are in our programs, if you're in level 1 and 2, you know you have your elite retreat coming up when you get to level 3. That's the women that are here at the beach with us this weekend. They're in level 3, they're in our elite program, and you've got that option, right? We have it all planned for you. We curate the women, we curate the space. The vortex is really powerful because we're there together. So pretty much consider yourselves taken care of. And those of you that are elites, you know the next level is goddess. And this is where we travel the world. It is amazing. But every higher level that I go, this is one of the things that's a must for me is I know I have to create spaces for women to come together to expand and ascend. Right. So if you're part of our programs, we've gotten you taken care of. And if you're not, you know what? Take 15 minutes some point this week and just go spend some time with you. I love you all. I want to make sure that you're all here for every single conversation. I'm going to continue this conversation next week. I'm going to talk about one of the exercises that we did at the retreat together. You want to be here for this because it is going to be, I think, a very massive eye opener for you as it was for the women. So make sure you're here next week. Type the word reminder in the comments. Go ahead. Let me see where I got it here. Type the word reminder and I'll see you all next week, Monday, for more like this. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you all. Have a great Monday. And the ladies at the beach, see you soon. I'm on my way over. Bye.